Getting down to the wire collective. Woohoo! I didn't say it was all together gone. The title says drama on the way out. What we have out is drama card is coming out in the reverse. Text message is coming in the reverse. Ghosted is coming in upright. So what's fascinating, if you are on the benevolent side of the reading, meaning y'all know what this means, whoever you all are that may be hoovering. I have the comments off for this live, but I do honor positive vibes. If you like my vibe, like my discussions, if you're just passing through, no harm, no foul. Okay, it's okay. It's the name of the game, social media. I don't take that personal. Okay. Those of you who ends up hoovering and staying in, the benefit of cutting off the comments is you don't get to see everybody, coming in. And this is really in the name of, first and foremost, not allowing the bullies to kind of come in and make sure that their title or whatever is shown, because that's a passive aggressive form of bullying. Okay, they come in, so they want you and they want anyone that is watching you to know that they're there. It's a passive aggressive way of bullying. Okay, we really do need to catch up with all styles of bullying. All bullying is not people yelling and screaming, throwing stuff or laying hands. Some of the bullying, especially with collapsed narcissists, some of the bullying is through technology, behind screens, as well as through abuse of ritual work and abuse of position, authority, resources, and connections. Those are passive aggressive ways that people bully. Okay. So, but this is the good news for the collective I wanted to share. It says it's on the way out. Okay, so if you're ghosting somebody, you're eliminating drama. If somebody's ghosting you, you're eliminating drama. Or if somebody don't want no drama and they're not gonna talk to you, they're ghosting you because they don't want to bring, let's say somebody was an op, okay? Let's say they were an op, or let's say they got recruited to be, let's say they were sent in via a friend, or a friend of theirs ends up getting to them, whatever the case may be. The good news is either way this goes for the collective, drama is going into the reverse. So it's on its way out, meaning you're probably still dealing with drama because, again, when you're a targeted individual, if your life is being barricaded by cults, covens, gangs, groups, people who join in together to come against you for hire, for benefit, for whatever reason, it's drama prone. Okay, everyday life, it has an element of drama in that case. Okay, when you're dealing with it on a larger scale. Okay, so whoever you are, if this is for you, good for you. Happy for you. I hope that this is also my reading. Just a friendly reminder, for me, I resonate with most of what I do. But I am learning that sometimes every part is not for me. Sometimes these are messages for collective that have similar life and similar storylines that I do. And that's a part of the whole spiel. It's not always about us, right? So I don't know if this is my reading yet. I'm hoping that, since it's good news, I'm hoping that it is. I hope. Let me rephrase that. I don't hope. I would be honored. I would be honored if it is. If it isn't, I'm honored to provide good news for somebody who's deserving of that, a drama-free life, to a degree. Okay, as long as we're on this plane of existence, we're going to deal with shit. But nothing like you all have been living maybe for the past 10 years. Okay, because some of you, this has been some kind of pattern where you try to drama-free your life and you got weird obsessive energies and weird things in the background constantly trying to creep and make its way in your life. Mm. I put the chair up and the books, as a background because I'm trying to give a whole element of comfort, wisdom. You see all the books, comfort, wisdom, study. Maybe you all have learned a lot. I know that in real time, many of you have people playing with you. You have people playing in your energy. They live and breathe to do that. They get up their whole life and day consumed of that. They go to sleep, they're consumed by it. They get back up, they're immediately consumed by it. But for you, something is changing. Tap on the screen. I can't see. I don't know if I can see it since I have the comments off, but show your support if you're there. Let's get it. Drama going into the reverse. I think I want to highlight that. Drama going into the reverse. Drama on the way out. Drama on the way out. The card says drama in the reverse. It's on the way. On a benevolent scale, Absum Pili Pila Kalang Namala 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 Sum Pili Pila Kalang Namala. Okay, I have Privileged Lady is going into the reverse. So that's a karmic, possibly. Karmic that was stealing privileges. Or you could be letting go of something, a child. Let me see. Why is it going into the reverse? Why is drama on the way out? Why is it on the way out with the privileged lady reverse? Why is it on the way out for the benevolent collective? I just saw removing of toxins, removing bad luck, parasites, painful memories, imprisonment in courthouse. Okay, so I don't know. I'm just going to say if either someone in jail is going to testify or make some, cause an ending of the drama. I have imprisonment and courthouse. Okay, maybe there's a unexpected income in the reverse. Somebody could be letting go. Yeah, pathway reverse. So, and you're not going to have to worry anymore. Message of concern in the reverse. So I was asking, why is the drama on the way out for the collective? And I got the privileged lady reverse, imprisonment upright, courthouse, and then pathway in the reverse. So there could be some judgment being made. There could be some legalities. Somebody that's in prison may be putting some documents or testimony, which is going to assist with this drama that's on the way out. And it could definitely be a karmic with privileged lady reverse. Okay. For some of you, maybe somebody's about to get legal counsel, because courthouse could also represent that. Because, you're trying to eliminate drama and people are trying to get privileges to keep you in it. You may be getting some kind of legal counsel on that with courthouse. Okay. People trying to disrupt your pathway or confuse your pathway or keep you off path. Or to end whatever this has been. Okay. Why is the drama on the way out? Let's clarify courthouse. Why is the drama on the way out for the collective? Why is it? Oh, because you've ascended. Spiritual path. You're transcending on ghosted. Maybe somebody realizes that you're somebody ascended or transcended or enlightened. You could have ghosted your old self. You know, that could be something of significance too. Like you're transcending. Okay, why is the drama on the way out? It also could mean, oh shit, I have realization. It fell on top of crystal. So that's some kind of exposure, enlightenment. Somebody could be, maybe somebody got a bright idea. You might be about to move. I have moving, physical location, change, gamble, take a risk, nightlife, Vegas. Did somebody from Vegas get ghosted? Did you realize somebody from Vegas? I don't know. And you're going to move because somebody is trying to entrap you, interfering. Ascension, realization, and soul. What is that about? Sexual healing. People siphoning your energy, your creativity. Social media weirdos. People that's been stalking you. Stalking and stealing. Okay. Stalking and stealing. Maybe there's an exposure about that. And somebody may end up getting in trouble if they're not already. Because why is drama on the way out? They all must pay the full penalty for stealing your life. Oh, wow. A masculine and regret. Feminine is rubber, karmics are glue. What they think and hope and plan and say and wish with ill and will towards you bounces off of you and sticks to each of them. Feminine is a walking energy detector, moving to a new home before the end of 2024. This is an old card, so this could have been something that's been going on since 2024. People interfering with you in your life. And it's been a pattern. So maybe some of you, again, are about to move. It's going to come out what people have been doing. It's going to come out that people are on your social media. Okay. Drama on the way out. Still got the lingering effects. You still got people playing in your energy, but it's on the way. On the way. I am. I have a 19 energy, so that's exposure, that's the sun, fruition, and the realization of your dreams. Yeah, because people have been trying to block something. It says forgetfulness and the release of unpleasant thoughts. People was trying to cover up something here. Or they was trying to, y'all know how this is. Erase evidence, fuck with people's head and mind if they can. Hoping you forget. or just trying to distract you, yeah, you're summoning power here. These delays with this four energy here, you're summoning some kind of power here because these people keep trying to delay you with chaos, conflict, confusion, with attacks, with pettiness. Yeah, over this jealousy. You're about to get some kind of victory over this jealousy here. These delays and all this weird stuff that people was doing. We have Libra energy. We have, okay, Empress is number 3. Number 4 is the Emperor. Okay. Could be about an Aries. 19 is Leo. Okay. That was jealous and wanted to win at all costs. There's going to be rectification for this. Number 5, they might not have wanted to rectify something and could have created a lot of chaos and conflict and fights and shit. Unrestrained living. There's going to be some kind of rectification. Drama's on the way out. Because you're a warrior. 71, infamy. This was infamy. And see, and this all coming in the upright. So that means order is coming in. Sovereign, benevolent order for all this jealousy, this delays, people's unrestrained living off of you, this infamy. The person could have been born in 71. Could have to do with karmic cycles with number 8. Once again, could be a Leo. This could be somebody that's stubborn. Okay. So order must take place. Rectification must take place. You're some kind of a honorable warrior here. And so this has to happen. This is going to happen. This is happening. It's on its way out. We have justice here. It's on its way out. It ain't finished all the way. Okay. So let's get a little tarot and then we'll get a final message. Let's clarify. Drama is on, it's on the way out. On the way out. Let's go ahead and clarify. Warrior, divine, or I'm going to say honorable warrior. Honorable warrior. See, and let's just say, listen, guys, honorable warriors, you got battle wounds. And see, you know what I find? This is just a little side, a side note, food for thought. Those, let's say you're in the military, enlisted in some kind of military, and let's say you're a frontliner military person, and in the seasons where there's actual physical wars. I mean, we don't have them the same way, but let's just say for shits and giggles, okay. The thing about these warriors, these frontliners, is they're bloody. Because, we're not talking about the pencil pushers, and they all matter, but that's not what we're referencing right now. Okay, it all serves. Somebody's got to do the administrative work. Somebody got to be on the back end, but somebody also has to be on the front. Somebody got to actually do the fighting. Okay, so the thing about these, in this physical sense, they're bloody. Okay, they're not cute, not the ones that's the frontliners. Okay, they get scarred up, they get beat up, they get gushes and all that stuff, and that's because they are a warrior. And it's considered, when it's military, they come back and they get honors and badges and stuff. They beat up and bruise up because it's considered honor. They went to the front line and they're bruised. Okay, so you all, this is honor, and I'm not, be careful with what I'm trying to say here and how you're taking it. It's funny, collective, folks look at you, but you're a warrior. Okay, you've taken hits that 95% wouldn't survive. Okay, 95% would have flopped and folded immediately. Okay? So if you don't look polished, it ain't due to lack of caring for yourself. Some cases they made sure that you couldn't, because some of y'all may got some good genes and that pissed people off. Okay? But they made sure that you couldn't, because if you got to choose between eating and Mary Kay, you're gonna buy food. And I only just use Mary Kay as an example, kind of referencing skincare and all the things that keeps us preserved. You have battle scars and wounds, and you have kept and stayed it. Okay? You could have sold out. You could have said, fuck it. You could have, said, all hail to the magic conch, like the episode of SpongeBob, like everybody else is doing. But this is why there's some kind of a stepping in here. It could be people from the judicial system that's enlightened as well. I mean, we do have justice. We do have 19. They may see that with this 5 energy, that this was all out of some kind of jealousy and secret competition. Unhealthy. Because there's healthy, and then there's swim fan, single white female, single white male, obsessive, yeah. Okay, healthy competition don't involve attempted murder. Okay, it doesn't involve trying to disable somebody because they're looked at as competition. It involves you be you do you, and whatever. You win some, you lose some. Good sportsmen know that. Sportsmen worth their salt and not fluffed full of ego know that you win some and you lose some. And that's the name of the game. They also understand seasons. So you have people, since I was into boxing, and I still do like boxing, actually. I wish I could be a boxer. But, they understand seasons. The world champions, you know what I'm saying? They ain't finna get their old ass, and why? Not because they think they're not a great boxer, because they understand seasons too. Their own personal season. Somebody else's season may extend a little bit longer than theirs and vice versa. But they embrace wherever they are, and they know, like, I was the greatest, or I was, I really love what I did, and now I'm going to go into commentary. Okay, I'm going to become a commentator, with my wisdom and all of that, and then help the newbies if they elicit my help. But it's okay. I'm not going to try to sabotage these up and comers because I feel some kind of way. It's okay. My season in the ring is over. But it don't mean my life is over. See that? That's healthy. And even when they are in the ring, they understand you win some and you lose some. That's good sportsmanship. And you all have been really dealing with maybe a lot of sore losers. And when I say losers, I'm not even really wanting to lose that term, because again, this win-lose attitude is just people who can't, you being okay and having a victory, to them, it represents that. See that? To them, it represents that they lose, but that's not what it is or what it has to be. Nobody can make you lose at your life. You may not be able to take that opportunity, but if you're still breathing and living, you can co-create. You see that? I have 10 of Wands. Yes, these baggages and burdens. is coming to a close with the world here. Carrying stuff that wasn't yours, you know. Being weighted down. And yeah, you're being held in high honor here. 6 of Wands, you know, that's a win. This could be energetically ethers coming into the physical. Okay, the drama on the way out could be to do with a toxic family dynamic. Yeah, High Priestess in the reverse. Yeah, these were secrets. These were, you know, distorted spiritualists. This could also be people blocking intuition and opportunities. Doing, you know, burdening you so you couldn't follow your intuition here, so that you would miss opportunity. Doing stuff, doing baneful work, fucking with your intuition to have you burdened. Because listen, here's the thing. If you're so burdened from a behavioral health scientific standpoint, it gets us in fight, flight, or freeze, which could fog, and this is science, it could fog our intuition. So all of the attacks as passive aggressive, it was for that reason, so that you couldn't tap in. So this is on the way out. Yeah, Ace of Wands. What people were doing to get new opportunities off of you, you're about to get a new opportunity yourself. Okay, I have the Ace of Wands and an Ace of Cups. Yeah, people did not want you to have love. They didn't want you to have inspiration. They didn't want people to offer you love. They didn't want you to have a sex life for some of you. Isn't that fascinating? Like, wow. For those, some of you don't want a sex life. Some of you, you know, you just want to use your sexual energy for creativity. And that's awesome too. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, I forget what it's called when you're no longer wanting that. Not that you don't want friendship or intimacy and connections. You may just not want sex anymore. Because, I mean, what it comes with and the risk factor that you have to take. And when you know that you got motherfuckers after your ass, you know what I'm saying? You be like, I don't know who the fuck yet. I got to find that out. You know, you don't know. It's like people be on death wishes. People be on assignment. And so, yeah, in the past, 3 of Wands. Yeah. This is on the way out. You know, people stealing your abundance, blocking your ships from coming in, doing rituals to block your new beginnings, to siphon it or to steal it. Yeah, you've carried a lot of burdens of the past, people of the past. It's coming to a close. What is this victory that the collective is going to have here? What is the victory as this drama is on the way out? What kind of victory with this justice energy 11 here? What kind of victory as the drama is on its way out? It fell on the 10 of Wands and 8 of Swords in the reverse. You're free. 8 of Swords in the reverse. Free. Just clear, free and clear in your mind. Because 8 of Swords can be about self-imposed prison overthinking. But it's also interference or some kind of a distortion here. Because in this depiction is somebody looking in the mirror. And in the mirror, the person is tied up with all these birds. But in reality, the physical them is not tied up. Okay. And it's going into reverse. So again, I asked, what is this victory? You're not tied up. You're seeing something clearly. You're not stuck in your head. You know, interference. That's the drama on the way out. 8 of Swords reverse. Ooh, I saw death. Oh. Eight of Swords reverse. And this is coming swiftly because I'm asking about what is this victory. I have Eight of Swords reverse, Knight of Swords upright. This is coming swiftly here because there could be, you know, judicial system or your team could be angry. Like, are you fucking kidding me here? Yeah, family. Ten of Cups in the reverse. This could be, you know, because of what your family or somebody's family have been doing to you. To try to stop your happiness. So you're about to get victory over this unhappiness, over these karmic families here. Now, this may be, you know, sad. You may feel some kind of way, but yeah. But you're free. It's like, wow, they went that far. Victory over, you know, this pettiness and people trying to stop your independence or wishes fulfillment here. These people are codependent on your energy since you were young. Or it could be somebody that was young in your family that stole your business. Okay? Your business, creativity, and ideas because they have anger problems. Them or the leaders of their circle here. But people could have been interfering and stealing from you since you were younger, since you were a teenager. They could have been codependent on your energy. A Nine of Pentacles in the reverse could also be people who didn't want you single and independent on your own, but it was because they were codependent on your energy. Energy meaning your ideas, your light, your creativity. Even if people aren't saying it out loud, even with people who have more than you, at least in the material world, at least so it seems. This person could have had, no pumpkin, they could have had an issue with you since, no pumpkin, this is mama's. Muy booty. No pumpkin. It's going to get him booty hurt. That's mama's. Huh, pumpkin? I'm going to do boo, 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 boo. Oh, I see it. Cyrus, no, don't sit here. That's, no, pumpkin. Osiris. Okay. So you're getting victory over this, you know, stuff coming against your wishes fulfillment, your business, your independence. Okay. People trying to block and stop that for you. Okay. And people that are, like I said, thieves, because this could be energy, people who steal other people's business ideas and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, moon in reverse. So that's illusion. Secrets. What's hidden from you. Okay. Fears. Somebody's overcoming their fear and possibly exposing something with that realization that somebody's family was like a thief. Fucked up. Yeah, Five of Pentacles is in the reverse. And King of Pentacles in the upright. Shit, you finna be positive here. You finna, for some of you, you could be about, your money could be about to get right, okay? Because people have been blocking that. They didn't want you to have money. And that's because that was codependent on your energy so that they could. So you needed to stay down and out. You needed to not have any resources. You needed to not have any support, any friends, any assistance. You needed to have to be struggling, looking for resources all the time. And then even as you did that, they were going to be sabotaging that because you all are master manifestors. So it's been proven that every time you do that, you know how to make magic happen with very little. And so they kept sabotaging that, and it's coming out that that's exactly what's been going on. This is why you've been in a constant state. It wasn't due to your lack of development, your lack of focus, your lack of proper decision making. It was due to constant interference with keeping you in a maze of burdens. Noisemakers, harassers, distorted practitioners, people who make mountains out of a molehill because they need to make it difficult for you, even if it could be something as cinchy and remedied. Okay. So you're about to, this abundance here. A friendship could be coming through. Two of Cups, King of Cups, King of Pentacles. Wow. Mm. Mm. For some of you, if you've dealt with people that were materialistic and partnered up with each other to keep you small, this is about to be over. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Okay, let's get the final message. I'm going to do the communication is coming through. For the final message, clarifying the King of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles reversed, there's a message that may be coming through. Here it says life force communication. What's the final message of encouragement for the collective as drama is on its way out? Drama is on its way out. Gratitude. 50 in the reverse. We'll be taking the uprights here. On the way out. I saw angelic support. Friendship. Some kind of support is coming in. Brilliant. You have brilliant beliefs. It says luminous life force, personal power. You have empowered yourself. And maybe you're empowering others. Maybe people was just never. Sometimes there's situations in our lives and we just have to go on and move past and do what we have to do that folks ain't gonna never see the truth. It can slap them on the forehead 1,000 times and they'll still be talking about that person love you. Okay? Some folks is just never. Some folks don't want to accept it because it's like a death to their life as they know it, or death to the world as they know it. To have to accept and face the truth out loud would mean the change of a whole era or the change of a whole structure. And some people, just cognitive dissonance won't let some people do it, even if they don't know that that's a thing. It won't let them do it. They're going to hold on to it. It's more comforting to hold on to a false narrative and memory of somebody that they remember from childhood. Okay. Versus this person's a monster. You don't even know. This person's a monster. This person's a bully. You say you don't like bullies. Well, you kind of do. Because that's what they are. Just because you don't see them bullying don't mean that they're not being bullied. And one of the things that'll help people come out of cognitive dissonance, and it may take time, is realizing just like in school, When we look at the physical bullying from high school, well, if you're crossing the path at a moment in time in which the bully is doing the bullying, you get visual. But bullying is going on even when you are not there seeing it. You see what I'm saying? And just because you don't see it, it doesn't mean that it ain't happening. And that's going to help a lot of folks catch up. Like if somebody don't want to be seen as a bully, they know what to do and how to do to try to keep it unseen for as long as they can. They'll use other people and try to act like they have 0% connection to it. Yeah, brilliant. It's encouraging. You're going to be happy about something. You got some friends that didn't appreciate, what was done to you. This could be angelic support, spiritual support, guidance. That was not okay. What all these people have been teaming up to do to you and your children. Yeah. Yeah, it was not okay. Trying to keep you in a circle of sadness. Using their friends and family and all of that who don't like what you be saying. Because that's what this is. They don't like that you communicate. They don't like what you saying. Ain't that about it, bitch? They don't like what you saying. So again, this is still a bully. We're still talking about these are still bullies. Because get off of people's shit. Don't nobody need nobody's permission. And if something ain't true, and see, this is where the rubber is meeting the road. If something ain't relevant to them, then what the fuck are they bothered about? This is people who was upset about you all communicating about this confusion. These people was trying to create confusion because they didn't want this truth to be found out. Trying to keep you in confusion with sadness and attacks to stop you from becoming something new. And these are people who don't want to become something new in life either. They don't want to be any different. They get off and they get their living made off of causing sadness for other people. That's how they make it in life. Yeah, river of releasing constraints. Yeah, people trying to keep you constrained. Yeah, healing the heart, power of self-love. Yeah, these people did not want you to love on yourself. They wanted to make it difficult. They wanted to confuse situations. These are people who don't love on themselves. Even as I speak right now, the people that are trying to play in our energy. They don't know how to do that. They don't know how. Or they don't want to know how. Okay? There you go. So whatever this has been, you got some supportive energy in here stepping up for you. Some kind of communication. These people were confusing your friends and shit like that. See, this is the kind of shit I be talking about on my platforms. It's like, yeah, you got sneaky, slithery, you know what I'm saying, energies and shit. We find out what we need to find out. They be trying to say y'all confused. Nah, you ain't confused. You ain't confused. Anywho, let me get going. Got to clear my energy. Got some stuff I got to take care of today on the to-do list agenda. Got some appointments over the next few days, so it's going to be interesting. But some of y'all, you're going to be taking some kind of legal action or getting some kind of counsel with the courthouse card. Expressing maybe all of this here, and maybe there's going to be some kind of guidance that assists you with, getting this drama out your life.